He's elite, bruv, as things stand.
Come on, man. I know we're trying to go for a goal, but you need to at least like keep your shape.
So when I compared him to Bentner,
Valid.
no, I was gonna say I think I owe Bentner an apology. Don't you think?
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're listening. Welcome to another episode of Podcast Pundits. This episode, again, is the second time now we're going to be doing it virtually, not all together in the same room. Hopefully, we've sorted out all the sound issues. Hopefully, we're sounding a lot clearer. We'd like your comments and your feedback after this episode as well, so we appreciate that. Just so you know, I'm Dre, man, avid United fan. I'll be your host for today. And before I go into it, let's just go around the room, in the virtual room, see who we got. Starting with Della.
Yo, Della Strada, free agent, always here. Let's speak, man. Let's talk some truth. Let's talk some ball.
What, not wearing your blue shirt today, no?
Nice in the wash.
Oh, jeez.
What shirt was that, Dre, man? Just for the listeners.
Man City.
I'll wait for the cup final then.
Oh, swear down.
Well, you're going to watch it together?
Yeah, we can watch it together. I was going to say, you're going to wear your Arsenal top on the last day of the season as well, or no?
Depends who's top of the league.
This guy.
He's sick, man. I'm just glad that this free agent garbage is this mask is slipped. Ask him where he's going tomorrow. This guy's a fraud.
I'm going to watch Arsenal v Chelsea. Can I not go and watch football?
So you're going to watch the Giants in action?
Why is he going to watch Arsenal though, of all teams, bro? Go and watch Newcastle, man.
Unscrupulous individual, this guy.
Unscrupulous. Unscrupulous.
But I'm just a football fan, so can you give me a ticket to Newcastle? If you can, then I'll go.
I feel that.
I'll see what
they don't sell out, bro. You can get them yourself, bro.
It's a long journey there, isn't it?
Sheggs is always there somehow, isn't it?
Bro, relax.
It doesn't hunt me. So
crazy. And then move into Strives. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, man, what you saying, bro? Just as you've introduced me, it's your boy Strives, aka Striver. So I'm just catching up with doing a group chat as we was getting ourselves ready and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, I'm here after a weekend of doom. No, a week of doom, should I say. But yeah, we pulled it back. And so I'm a little bit happier, man. So, should be a decent recording.
Last but not least.
Marley Mal here, yeah. Man United supporter, the club with no self-respect, but we'll talk about it.
For sure.
I don't think I said who I support. I support Arsenal, by the way.
I think they know by now, Strives, man. For sure, they need to know.
Yeah, most of London know about that by now, but surely.
Especially with those tweets.
You guys pay me out to be a person I'm not, man. I'm really cool, bro.
Cool. Obviously, for all the listeners, you can find us on all major platforms. We're trying hard to get our Insta back, but keep following us, keep liking us. We do appreciate the support. And it only be fair to start with the FA Cup in this episode, with the main game that was on the Sunday. It shouldn't have been the main game for me, but it was Coventry 3, Man United 3. Ten Hag side survived the epic Sky Blues comeback to reach the FA Cup final. And Marley Moore, what an embarrassing game of football.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's probably the most appropriate summary. It was an embarrassment of football, but yeah, someone needs to tell Anthony that at a minute because
yeah, that guy's moving crazy, bro.
That brother's probably still cupping his ears, bro. But yeah, no, it was man. What a game for the neutral. Obviously, like it's we done what Man United have done for most of the season. We just provided pure entertainment. But for a Man United supporter, yeah, it was not a good show, man. It was. We're hearing a lot of a lot of embarrassing quotes. And I think, to be honest, I think that's really, really, really accurate. Like against Coventry, not even just against Coventry and being 3-0 up.
Yeah.
In the 68th minute or whatever it was, like to allow Coventry to come back in the game and then ultimately actually get the winner Obviously, it was offside by the toe, but to get the winner as well, the club's in trouble currently. He's in trouble.
I was gonna say it shows how far Man United have fallen, because I remember even before this game, Strives was asking me, he's like, "Are we gonna win it?" And the only reply I had was, "If we score more goals, we're gonna win it." And
you said you were gonna win it, bro. I know what I said.
I know what I said, bro.
There somewhere.
You find it. I said we're gonna need to score more goals than our opponents, because that's Man United. That's what we do now.
But that is a general rule to win a game, though.
No, but in terms of like, we know that we concede to the point that it's just ridiculous now.
Yeah.
We can't hold leads. Like, it's just a joke. So
the amount of chances we're leaving available to opposition teams, like regardless of who it was, we could have been playing a conference team, Conference South, Conference North, whatever it is. Like a team, they're gonna have chances against us, and I actually think Coventry done themselves a disservice, because I think like they waited until like the 60th minute to realize that Manchester United were dead.
Yeah,
like if they realized that within the first 10 minutes of the game, first 20 minutes of the game, they probably would have won the game. Like, let's be honest. Like, Onana had the typical performance that he's had this season, where he's legit he's Superman. Like, he's doing what we used to see from David De Gea, pretty much. Like, he's winning us games.
He is, because he literally won you that penalty shootout as well, innit?
Bro, like, legit, he's come around, because at the beginning of the season, obviously, I was one of his not his biggest fan, basically, saying that he's probably one player that we could probably replace. But at the minute, if you look at his stats and how many saves he's actually facing and how much he's conceding, he's elite, bruv, as things stand.
I've got a United fan that says I've got a United fan that said similar, saying that if he's facing that amount of shots and he saves and what have you not, then he could be in a discussion as being like one of the top 5 goalkeepers in Europe. Or he's faced the most. Well, this is what I read. He's faced the most shots in the top 5 leagues in Europe. Like, and if you look at his stats, like, he's not conceding. Like, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't realize.
I think you also have to factor the type of shots that he's facing. So before I can like put him in that bracket, so maybe he's elite and he's obviously saving shots, but it's the quality of the shots that he's saving. If it's shots that he's going straight at him, it's still classified as a save, still classified as a shot on goal. But he should be saving it.
But he's like, I hear what you're saying, but he's like, a lot of the shots are like not straight at him as well. Like, he's doing. Like, there was a couple of saves in the game yesterday. So there was one where I think his name Torp, he hit on the volley. Bruv, quality reactional save. I was like, okay, all right, this is what you should see from David Gea. I'm happy with that. Right. And there was another chance with is his name Sims?
Yeah, Sims, that's it.
And that was in second half of extra time, where he just got fingertips to it, and he tipped onto the bar.
Was that the boy? I was gonna say that was the bar one, isn't it?
Yeah, like, so, but he's doing his thing, man. I can't even like discredit him for what he's done this season. Like, he's actually proven to be one of our better signings, like under the Ten Hag era, at the minute. Because yeah, man, he's
what
doing.
Saying does Ten Hag deserve some like kudos for that?
What's that? What's that?
For signing Onana, innit? So, you know, like, whilst United are in their second consecutive cup final in a season where Ten Hag has come under immense criticism, could this be one of his wins for the season? Like, signing Onana.
Like, Onana's probably a decent signing. Martinez is a good signing, but
yeah. Well,
and Onana actually won them that penalty shootout, so he's got him to another cup final. So
it's definitely it's definitely one of the pros for sure. But at the minute, if we're doing a pros and cons list,
yeah, it's mad. Yeah, because I was gonna say, obviously, Ten Hag always says that he's not had his favorite players to choose from. That we've had injuries and stuff.
That's cap, though.
I get that, but the thing is, I'll just say to him, that's fine. But let's just go to, like, obviously some stats that'll say, like, the amount of goals we've conceded in the amount of time. So we conceded 2 goals in 4 minutes against Bayern, 2 goals in 4 minutes against Copenhagen, 2 goals in 5 minutes against Wolves, 2 goals in 2 minutes versus Liverpool, 2 goals in 2 minutes versus Chelsea, 2 goals in 5 minutes versus Villa, 2 goals in 5 minutes versus Bournemouth, 2 goals in 8 minutes versus Newcastle, 2 goals in 10 minutes versus Newport, and then 3 goals in 20 minutes versus Coventry.
Hold on, what about Arsenal? I was waiting for us. I swear we smoked you in like
Yeah, but
a couple of minutes as well. Throw that in there, bro.
I didn't want to go all the way back.
Bring
there.
that shit, B.
But yeah, I just think it's just crazy how United just can't even hold a lead. Like, it don't matter who's playing. I
think it's crazier that you went to Box Park to watch that game, bro. You was moving like a hooligan, like screaming, telling me to shut my mouth and all sorts when you guys scored. Like,
yeah, bro.
I swear, I didn't see that. I missed that. What was that?
Andreas, Draymond's attitude stunk. Well, it's absolutely stunk.
You know why it did, bro? Because I was watching it, bro, and I was surrounded by Arsenal fans as well. I don't know why they were watching the game, but they were celebrating in front of me. They were saying that Coventry scored 3 better goals than us. I was like,
they did.
My God. They did. But I was just like, bro, the penalty shootout was such a relief. I just couldn't believe it, bro.
You know, I was sickened, yeah. Sorry to take it away from football briefly, but I play this platform like Dream Team. So it's like FPL, but the Sun do it. Like the Sun newspaper, they've got a platform, Dream Team. So I use this, like you see on FPL, you can do like triple captain bench boost. So their equivalent is a thing called Park the Bus, where all your defenders basically get double points. So what I done is I went 5 at the back, and then I put Dalot in there, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Obviously, I got Saliba and Gabriel, and then I put Virgil van Dijk in my back line. I'm thinking, getting ready to clean up. 3-0 in 70 minutes. I'm thinking, okay, United's done their job. And I swear to you, I was a little bit shook of United because I would have made them one of them captain as well. And I would have probably gone for Dalot. I would have probably made him captain as well. But I said, United have got a propensity to kind of shit the bed. So just in case, I'm going to make someone else captain just to stem the bleed if it comes to that. But I'm expecting to not ever need to be thinking along that vein. So obviously, 3-0, I see 3-1. I'm like, dickheads, but I've lost this clean sheet. But when I saw 3-2, I was already pissed off from then because you conceded 2. Bro, at 3-3, you've shagged my whole week. Obviously, it's 2 games in the game week anyway, but wait from 3. My point is, I went from being top of the table, now I'm sitting 3rd because of bloody Chester United. I was praying you lot lost that penalty shootout. I couldn't believe how sick I felt.
Yeah, it's not great. A lot of people, even a lot of Man United fans were saying that they wish we didn't go through, which is ridiculous to say that. Like, because the fact of the matter is,
after a couple of sleeps, you guys will get over it.
Honestly, and the fact of the matter is, what they want to see a Coventry Man City final, bro. Like, I mean,
it would have been better value. I'm not even.
That is going to be dead. Man City going to move. Man City would move to Coventry. Let's be honest.
What are they going to do to Manchester United, bro? Like, I don't. The thing is, you probably think I'm trolling, but it's just I actually don't know who's going to be better value, bro.
Yeah,
Coventry would be up for it because they're playing Man City, and you know that magic of the FA Cup. Whereas you man might actually just be like, oh man, here we go again. Like,
but Man United are a hot and cold team. Like, obviously, we got the cold side of them yesterday. Absolutely.
Well, which part has been hot?
Huh?
Which part has been hot?
The part that knocked Liverpool out, bro. We can turn up to games. But you
beat Villa twice this season as well.
I'm saying you genuinely never know with Man United. But obviously we got the bad example of Man United yesterday. But we could actually turn up against Man City, brother. And last season we actually done all right against them. Obviously De Gea made a couple of mistakes as to why we lost the game. Ideally, but yeah, man, we could turn up against them. We could actually turn up against them.
It's a final, and I would say it's probably like mixed feelings as to why as to how we've got to this final now twice with Ten Hag, especially this season with the players that we've probably kind of had playing for us, especially let's go back to the team that he had out yesterday. So we had Casemiro at the back playing with Maguire, and apparently Maguire didn't even do training. He just went straight back into the team.
Yeah, I heard that.
No choice, so there.
Yeah, so I think I do get where Ten Hag's coming from.
Centre back, I'm seeing
terrible, bro.
Tyson sprints being compared to him.
He stinks. He stinks. And the thing is, what I don't understand with let's go to Ten Hag. What I don't understand with Ten Hag is that he seems so stubborn in his whatever his ideology is in terms of football that like irrespective of the pieces he's got, he's still going to try and do what he might have played against with like someone like a team of Ajax, like Casemiro and Maguire cannot run. Like, let's be honest. Like, and they're both your centre backs. So why is your line so high, bruv? The amount of times Coventry almost caught us on the break was an absolute joke for a team like Man United. Like, and the fact of being 3-0 up as well. Like, I feel like it, like just short up shot, but obviously don't like do part of the bus because bruv. I believe so. I genuinely believe so. Like he's like, I don't know, man. He's struggling.
Someone's probably said to him that, look, like, I don't know if this is sustainable, and he's probably given some sort of retort that basically suggests, or even alludes to, or even is the fact that he is the gaffer, and it's like, yo, like this is my blueprint. This is how we're gonna play. Like you're gonna play this style of football. And I think it's arrogance, and I think he is better than that. And I think he's probably like suffering a lot of media outrage at the moment. So obviously, a lot of people are questioning whether he has a style of play, and if he's now set out a strategy, a tactic, there could be a part of his mind that says, irrespective of game state, I'm going to persist with this particular tactic, because the last thing I want is someone to try and say that this tactic, this strategy that I deployed this game, I couldn't even stick to that. And maybe it was an arrogance of, like I can see that there's some openings in there. I can see we've got lucky despite being 3-0 up, but I'm not changing anything. I'm keeping it as is. These boys should be good enough to see out the last 20 minutes. And irrespective of level, man, it's professional football, man. And I think you have to always respect your opposition. And I personally think it could be an argument that there's some arrogance there from Erik ten Hag still.
Yeah, I think
arrogance
so.
I don't think there's arrogance. I think
naivety in not changing his tactics when you're 3-0 up.
No, but
it's crazy.
You're 3-0 up, and
but I think he knows that we concede, man. You need to just, if worst comes to worst, when we was 3-0 up, I think we should just be shoring it up. Just put bodies in there.
Or even at 3-1, bro. Like you make changes to ensure that a team like Coventry, because let's be honest, they're in they're 8th in the championship. Like, you shore up to ensure that a team like Coventry don't get back into this game, bro. Like, exactly. It's weird. I do agree that it's naivety as well, because let's just say a team, if it was like Man City, for instance, or a Liverpool that we were 3-0 up against, like we're shoring up. Like, we're making sure that we're not easy to concede goals. And I don't know. Is it? I just couldn't see that with Man United yesterday, and I haven't seen that quite a lot this season.
Like, I can say it's naivety, but I don't think it's arrogance. I think it's more naive than arrogance, to be honest.
I think the perspective I was coming from was a sense of, this is how I'm setting up, and this is going to work. Like, I'm just wondering, because obviously they can't all. He's assistant coaches. They can't all be seeing this and thinking, like, inshallah, you know what I mean? May God be the glory kind of thing. We're going to make this work. Like, someone's got to be saying to him, yo, like, don't you think we should switch this up? I'm sure he's even thinking to himself, yo, like, should we maybe switch this up?
Bro, the amount of times, I was going to say, the amount of times he's taken off Garnacho and then we've gone on to like lose games is actually ridiculous. Like, it's just crazy.
I don't know that that's the sub that's swinging the pen.
No, I'm not saying it's swinging it, but I'm saying there's a theme, bro, and it's like, just shore it up as well. Don't just, I don't know, don't just do like for like. That was my thing. It was like, why are we not shoring this up? You can tell these guys are going to get tired. Like, you know,
the thing is, a lot of people have turned to the substitutions at obviously 3-0. As an excuse, but the fact of the matter is, bro, we're 3-0 up against Coventry, bro.
Exactly.
Bruv, and you're bringing on Anthony, you're bringing on Ericsson. Who else came on, Dre?
Ahmed.
Like these are, let's be honest, like, these are competent players. Like, you should not be conceding 3 goals like in 20 minutes. That is bonkers, absolutely bonkers. Like, it's like, I don't know, you can't. And I wonder how much you put that to Ten Hag, because this has been a theme throughout the season. Like, it happened in the Champions League, got us knocked out of the Champions League. It's happened several times in the Premier League where we've been up, like we've been cruising. It would seem, and then we just absolutely crumble within the space of like 10 to 20 minutes. It's bonkers, man. It's bonkers.
I think my thing is like, it doesn't matter who you play or who United play, for instance. We adapt that same approach where we kind of just be like so exposed at the back. It's like, come on, man. I know we're trying to go for a goal, but you need to at least like keep your shape. At least keep people at like, and especially when you got someone like Casemiro. We had Casemiro and Maguire, bro, and I'm looking at Casemiro, and then, bro, I'm just seeing guys just run round him like he's not there, and I'm like, come on, man. This is woeful.
And Casemiro is still doing that delayed slide, bro. That 2 second later slide, bro. That guy's got no respect, bro.
Bro, and that guy was trying to slow down the game, bro. Put his foot on the ball like every 5 minutes, bro. I'm like, get on with the game, man. Like, what the fuck are we paying you for?
I remember when we was doing Partey and Casemiro versus last season, bruv.
But you know, Partey stinks this season. You know that, right? Whenever I've seen him, he's stunk.
I wasn't about to go into, but I wasn't about to go into.
I'm just saying.
I was just saying that.
But you,
I was just saying. Look at. I was just saying.
It sounds like you was about to compare. I'm just saying.
I'm comparing last season to this season. Last season we were saying how they were all both like the greatest DMs ever, and this season Partey can barely get more than 10 minutes for Arsenal, and Casemiro is Casemiroing. However, what I will say is, Partey doesn't stink because, you know, when he came on against freaking who do we play? Wolves. Bro, he was making.
Did Odegaard tap him on the back of the head?
He gave him a tap on the back of the head to say, he gave him a tap on the head to say, "Yo, bro." Pause. He gave to say, "Yo, bro, like, we believe in you. Like, don't watch these 10 minutes. We believe in you." Like, and you know, Partey came on.
If someone tapped the back of your head,
it's not about Arsenal.
If someone tapped the back of your head,
address that. I just wanted to address that allegation that Partey's been dead.
If someone tapped the back of your head, bruv, and you were only coming on for 10 minutes, bruv, that I can't think anything more demoralizing.
I would understand. I'd be like, yeah, like the managers don't rate me no more. Like, I'd get it. And if my player is doing that, I'll be like, nah, thank you, bro. Like, I appreciate that you understand how I'm feeling. But let me go on there and show go on. And Partey did. We look silky.
But anyway,
I was going to say something. Sorry.
No, I'm going to
ask a question.
On the subject of the game, I just watched the highlights and I saw the Haaland last penalty.
Yeah.
Normally, when teams win the pen, they
no, we didn't celebrate.
Yeah.
Haaland did by himself. And then
with Eriksen and Anthony.
Yeah,
those are the only players that went.
Haaland looked around and saw his man there just chilling.
Listen, and the figure as well, yeah. Like, can you imagine if someone like Roy Keane was in the dressing room when he was doing that, bro? Roy Keane would have sling his hook, bro, on the pitch as well. Like,
Haaland or Anthony?
Both of them, bro.
All of them.
Whoever
the ones
can
that
get
ran
you
over.
quick enough, bro.
Yeah.
Because Haaland, I understand obviously he's young, he's enthusiastic, he's probably getting to his first major final. Like, so I can understand like his joy, but at the same time, like, bro, you played dead, innit?
Yeah.
you played dead, bro. If you're gonna do this,
he's kind of been playing dead though. For me.
No, he has. To be fair, he has.
I think there might need to be an inquest into that signing at some point.
Anthony.
No,
I mean, Anthony's kind of like a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, but we say that he's been playing dead, but as well,
I'm talking about
his service has been dead.
No. I'm not using that. No.
Thank you, Marley Bar. Thank you, because thank you very much.
Because a lot of Man United fans have been trying to use this one, bro. But I'm
you know what,
him,
Dre, man, you make me sick recently. You know,
bro, okay, so in that game against Coventry, bro, do you remember any chances that Hodgson had? I remember the one that he flopped though.
Yes, I do. He had one. He had one chance when Bruno Fernandes played.
That's what I'm saying. That one chance, bro, and this guy's playing up front.
Yeah, but at the same time, like you see when he's on the ball, like and like I've obviously I had my feelings about Haaland initially, then I went back and I was like, maybe I was to contribute, and now I'm back to be like, maybe I was right. Like his movement off the ball is meaty. His movement with the ball seems meaty as well. Like, granted, like he's not like getting a lot of chances in the box from like the likes of Garnacho and Rashford, but in the same breath, like when you see him on the ball in the moments where he does have it, it's not that, bruv.
So when I compared him to Bentner in the group chat when you first was getting him,
valid.
No, I was gonna say I think I owe Bentner an apology. Don't you think?
No, not
Yeah,
bad.
taking
Do
him,
you know who I liken him to? I liken him to someone like Bamford. He will get you goals, but he's not.
No,
he's
Bamford
not,
is
he's
more
not like-
techie than him, man.
No, Holland's techie.
No,
But-
but Bamford is more techie than Haaland.
When you say more techie, like, what do you mean?
He's got more control. He's
Holland's
got
got
more
control.
guile.
Nah.
Bro, have you watched Bamford, bro?
Bruv,
Haaland has not got no guile, no flair.
He's got guile.
Let me
Haaland
I
is
think
just
I'm with
brute.
Della here. You know, I
Haaland is
think
just
I'm
brute,
giving
bro.
it to Bamford. Pause.
Let me Google the
Haaland.
word guile. Make sure we're using it appropriately, because I would say Holland slight or cunning intelligence.
Bro,
Okay,
Bamford is
fair
more
enough.
technical than
Fair
Haaland.
enough.
All right. Before
He yielded quick.
before we move off this game, obviously there were two major parts that played that played in this game, in terms of there was one, the penalty. Do we all agree that it was a penalty? Aaron Wan-Bissaka?
No.
Based on how it's one of those ones, it's soft and you seen them giving, innit?
Yeah, Strives.
You know what? I didn't actually see the penalty. I missed it.
The reason that wasn't a penalty in my, because I think it was a penalty. Like, if I'm applying the rules that I believe in, but it wasn't a penalty because like they're going on like a lot of penalties haven't been given because of like the distance between the ball and where the player is.
Yeah.
And have they actually got the ability to move their hand?
Yeah.
And I don't think Aaron Bissaka had the opportunity to move his hand out the way because of the distance of where he was. So it was mad close. So what I personally believe is I personally believe they gave the penalty because obviously it had to. It's Coventry, like it's the last kick of the FA Cup final. Like let's give him this one and let him figure it out, which I understand. But if they're going to do that one, they can't then do the other one as well, because what people are saying is like, oh, Coventry got robbed. Oh, it wasn't offside. They probably should allowed them. I think the blood that they got was given to the penalty. Like, so they couldn't then go and give the offside goal as well. Yeah, that would have made sense.
Offside. It's black and white, innit? If it's just, even if it's your toe that's offside, offside is offside.
Yeah.
So
I didn't think
that's my next point. That was my next point in it, the offside. So
yeah, I was thinking about offside when I was watching it, like, because obviously it was mad.
Bro, it was so tight, bro. I was sitting there thinking, is this even offside? Because these lines look crazy.
I wasn't sure either, but I was watching it. I was on the move when I saw that part, because I was doing an airport run at the same time at that point. So I couldn't tell. I just took their word for it, and nobody seemed to be in too much uproar unless you had a bet on it. Like,
yeah, but do you know what I thought when I saw it? Though, I was thinking like, bruv, do you know how easy it's going to be to like just fix football with, like, if you've got like power high up, bruv?
Yeah.
Because you could just alter that image, bruv. Just say AI.
Yeah.
AI, ChatGPT, bruv, make his leg look a little bit longer. And then as a viewer, bruv, they could.
Yeah, you would never know.
You never know, bruv.
You know, you're right, man. We could be going into some sticky and Tetris territory, bruv.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy stuff. Crazy. So Man United, they scraped the win by the skin of their teeth, but MJ, are they going to turn up against City, or is it foregone conclusion?
I mean, I wouldn't put money on Man United to win that game. Let's be honest. But as a fan, as a viewer, I'm hopeful that we manage to pull off a miracle. But probability says we're not going to do that. We're not going to win that.
When's the final?
25th, I think. 25th of May. 25th.
25th.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's quite far away.
That's what, about 4 weeks?
Yeah. So that's going to be interesting. And then obviously in the Prem,
Sheffield United.
Yeah, Sheffield United. Any thoughts?
I reckon they make their fourth win of the season.
Sheffield United. Oh, they're away, right?
Did they? What was the game this weekend? They lost to Burnley, right?
Yeah, I think they got smoked by someone. I can't remember.
Yeah, they got smoked. So Burnley, United should kill them.
Yeah, United are at home.
Yeah, we should, but whether or not we kill them is another story. But we should win that game with a weakened squad as well. Hopefully, Ahmed plays.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, brother. Actually, before I move on, I just got to say, still don't know how Rashford is starting at Man United.
Bro, what's the options?
Bro, I think Ahmad would have played better, bro.
No, but not on the left. Ahmad maybe on the right.
Yeah, on the right. But exactly.
Yeah, I think that's if 10 is actually going to be gone by the summer, I think at this point, like just bin these guys that have got you sacked, and Rashford be one of those guys that's got you sacked, and play Ahmed and Garnacho. See how they crack on.
You see when Mourinho says that like there's 5 or 6 players that he didn't feel was Manchester United quality, and he finds that they're still at the club. Who do you think those players are? Like both of you.
I know 3 for certain.
Scott McTominay.
No, I don't. He likes Scott. He actually likes Scott. You know, he played him a lot.
He gave him.
Yeah. It wouldn't. I would say the 3 certainties are Shaw, Martial, and Rashford.
Oh yeah, he hated him.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah,
Shaw as well. Yeah,
he hated Shaw. He said. He remember when he said he has to think
cussed him publicly.
Oh yeah.
So Shaw's definitely in there. The rest I'm not too sure.
Oh yeah, I think it was Pogba was one of them.
No, but he said still at the club now.
Oh, still at the club. Yeah. Oh, fair.
I think he said 5 or 6. So we're talking at least another 2.
Well, it wouldn't be Dallo. He brought him in. Ooh.
Maybe Lindelof.
Yeah, sorry, Lindelof.
Well, he bought Lindelof there.
He bought Lindelof, yeah, but I mean,
he realised
he still stunk now, didn't he? So yeah, Martial, Rashford, and Shaw, absolutely. Rashford, I don't know. I was watching his highlights like from the last few seasons, and it's like he's like, people might argue this, but he's clearly like a different player. Like he's lacking something. Like, I don't know, the confidence.
He's got no desire.
What do you mean? Like, he's down tools severely.
It's bonkers like to watch. Like, obviously last season, like when he was on his 30 goal plus season, like you wouldn't think of leaving him out of the team. He went to when he was playing for England, he was coming off the bench and lighting up England as well. Like, and now like you just watch him and he can't beat a man. He can't find room for a shot. Like, he's trying to shoot through players. He's trying to run through players. Like, it's weird, man. It's weird. It's a weird one. And I think it's time we parted ways.
Yeah.
Wow.
For sure. Yeah.
There'll be a lot of people that will be shocked to hear Marley say this about Rashford, you know.
Bro, if PSG came in and said, we'll give you 80
why are you
million,
looking for saying PSG, man?
I was going to say, like, what makes you think PSG want such trash?
No, they're probably the only team that I know of that's waxed Liverpool about.
You know what, though? As much as I call him trash, I say that with tongue in cheek. There is a bit of truth in jest, but I do feel like outside of Manchester United, he could revive his career. Like,
of course he could. In the French league as well. Like, he will do that.
Absolutely, I reckon he should have gone to Aston Villa. Wasn't there a time when he was linked with them at some point?
No, he wasn't that go on. You think he's going to go United to go leave it, United to go Villa?
Yeah, well, sometimes, man, rock bottom is the foundation. Which what's that quote?
Right now, maybe. Yeah.
Rock bottom is the foundation that I built my life.
Yeah,
crazy.
He'll start again, man. I can't believe what's happened to him. Do you reckon he goes on the plane to Euros?
He was taken because Southgate loves him, man.
Yeah.
Southgate loves him. And just before we wrap up quickly, MJ, or Molly Marr, I should say. So Jim Ratcliffe was there after his marathon run. If he's looking at that, who would you tip for him to bring in as a new manager?
Boy, I'll be honest, but I'm leaving it to professionals at this point, bruv, because like Ten Hag was a guy that I actually wanted in the club, bruv. So at this point, I ain't got the answers. So let these guys that are the best in class at what they do, let them make the decision. And
he's setting up the back room stuff nicely, isn't he? So
exactly. Some of the names I'm hearing, like, I think out of all the names that I'm the least enthusiastic about is probably Tuchel, bro.
Yeah, Tuchel. There's not.
What, you wouldn't want Tuchel at your club?
Nah, man. I don't
he's taken Bayern Munich to semi-finals, bro.
I don't feel Tuchel, bro. I don't feel him. And
he's
again,
a great cup manager. I suppose you got that in Ten Hag as well.
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah, I just don't rate him, and he does have a tendency to fall out of his play. Maybe then, because we've got a lot of players that you wouldn't mind him falling out.
There's also like Zidane's been rumored.
Bro, come on, man. Let's get real, man. No offense, man. Let's get real.
When you say that, what do you mean?
Like, obviously, Manchester United are a big club, like the most successful club in England, but there is no way on God's green earth that Zidane is going to Manchester United, bruv. What?
Bro,
You want Zizou?
No, I'm not saying
three
one.
Real Madrids, Real Madrid for the Champions League to Manchester United, bruv.
Zizou would come. Zizou would come.
So that he can what? So he can become a banter. So he can be. He can be part of the banter era.
He's going to be a part of the success era, isn't it? Like,
success where, bro?
Huh?
Come on, man.
It's coming, man. It's coming.
Bro, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see who they choose because if it's Potter or Southgate, I'm dead.
But it's Southgate, bro.
Nah,
it's Southgate, bro.
It can't be, bro.
Bro, like it got leaked. You man have started from the top down. And now you're going to get to the players. You need to probably bin about 11 of them, but let's say you've been about 7. Get a few in. Then you're going to bring Southgate in there, bro.
Bro, if I'm bringing in Southgate, then I'm putting on Jim Ratcliffe's desk his fucking managerial performances when he was at Middlesbrough and fucking Crystal Palace.
He's as good as his last job, bro. He's taken. He's
can't do a part-time job, bro, and take over Man United.
He's done a good job with England, bro.
Has he?
In terms of his statistics, he has, yes.
Bro, he's not reached the heights with a team that potentially could have won like the last 2 or 3
we still got the Euros. We don't know what's going to happen.
Bro, if Southgate doesn't win something in this next in the Euros, bro, he might be one of the deadest international managers I've seen, bro. With the team that he's, bro, think of all the England players that we've had.
I think that's harsh. I mean, you do have to also remember that when we say think of all the English players that we've had and we do also probably overestimate their ability and their impact and contribution to the game, probably by like 33%. So with an overinflated estimation of an England team, you're probably being a bit harsher than on Gareth Southgate. The one charge that obviously is Levi to his name that he's not shaking off is his rigid team selection.
Yeah,
he's not creative enough. He doesn't take enough risks. Like he's got so much at his disposal, he doesn't take full advantage of it. That's what I'll give you. But in terms of everything else, sometimes I feel like he's getting a bit of a bad rap.
No. Anyway, I'm just putting it out there. I do not want him at Man United. Otherwise, there's no point supporting Man United.
No, he would shore things up. That's one thing I would say about Man United. We wouldn't be so easy to play against. That's absolutely one thing. But I don't know if the football will be enjoyable to watch, bro. We might as well get freaking Jose back, bro.
For sure. And anyway, let's segue onto the other game in the FA Cup. That was Man City versus Chelsea. Man City came away 1-0 victors with Bernardo Silva's late strike. Overall, I mean, from where I was watching it, is it Chelsea just skewed too many chances? A lot of blame going on Jackson?
Yeah, man. I think this one's totally down to the players. I think if you watch that game, you saw a team that is maybe. I mean, I feel like I've said this in previous episodes, like earlier episodes. Maybe a couple of players, at least a good striker, away from being a good team. Like I feel like I wouldn't put blame on Mauricio Pochettino. I feel like he set his team up decent enough to get all those chances and to make that game very, very difficult for Manchester City, which not many people would have expected, in my humble opinion. And it was down to the players, man. Like some of those chances, like Nicholas Jackson's one when he bounced.
Bro, that was crazy.
Yeah, like,
unforgivable, bro. Pochettino was absolutely let down. And a lot of blame definitely goes to Jack. Obviously, he's young and everything. And I heard the Chelsea have made a statement because, as expected, whenever a black brother has a stinker, bruv, they get racial abuse in it. Like,
Chelsea comes out,
bruv, you can absolutely, like, it's like clockwork. Have a stinky game in a pivotal game. Make it be a playoff final, or cup final, or the game that to dictate the league, bruv. And you're black. But forget about it, bruv. Within an hour after the game, bruv, you got emojis, bruv, in your inbox.
It's mad, bro. It's true, you know.
Bruv, it's crazy, bruv.
It's mad. And obviously football is an inclusive sport. That's what we champion here. But I do often wonder how black people end up supporting Chelsea. I swear to you.
Real talk, bruv.
Shall we shout out Should we shout out one of our
Palmer.
boys?
Old type
One
Carl.
of our own.
Yeah.
Carmen's not interested in football no more. I mean, you realise he's
I've realised
he's on his bicycle now.
Yeah, he only rides his bike, brother, and listens to podcast pundits. But I give him that.
Old type Palmer.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, in terms of what about the handball? Because obviously we talked about the Aaron Wan-Bissaka one. Then I think it was
Chelsea got
Palmer had that free kick, isn't it? That went into Grealish's arm. So what do we think?
Out of all the penalties that were given this weekend or not given, that was the most obvious.
Stonewall.
In my or no, that chose one. Colin Watson. Yeah. Outside of that one, but yeah, that was a Stonewall penalty, bruv. Like they're saying Grealish is because his hand was moving.
Well, it seemed like he moved towards the ball.
That's what I'm saying. They were saying he was moving to his body, but at the same time, he's moving it towards the ball, bruv. So it's like, which one is it? Like, that was a penalty, bruv. They get a blind.
But I don't understand how they've not given that either.
City's had the VAR in their pocket from early, man. But you lot don't like listening to my conspiracy theories.
Yeah, no, Pep's had it all his career, bruv, innit? This is why he left Barcelona, bruv. My Barcelona in the shit right now.
And then obviously City did what City do. They just end up finding a goal with Silva.
Yeah, it was tough, man. I remember thinking to myself, like, I wonder, like, I think I might have even tried to make the prediction that Chelsea was going to win the FA Cup. I thought it might just be written in the stars for them. But you know what it was? I realised why I think I had that in my mind is because Chelsea, like, they always win, you know. Like, they've been winning trophies. Like, and if they take a season off, they win a trophy the following season. I don't know. I think this is the first time that they've gone back to back without winning anything.
Chelsea?
Yeah, I think so.
Last season they didn't win anything.
Yeah, but then the season before they won time, right? Did they? Yeah. No. I think they always win.
Oh, no, hang on. Tuchel was the last one to win, obviously, the Champions League. Then he had the season. No, you had Lampard's season. Then Tuchel came in, they won. Then after that, isn't it their third season or second season?
I think this will be the second. I think this will be the second one.
Yeah, because it was Potter, then Poch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
Chelsea ahead of us right now. You know that, right? In terms of like, this is in terms of development, like they're ahead of me.
Oh yeah. They just need a good striker.
Yeah, like if they get a striker, they're in business a little bit.
Yeah, I think they should stick with Pochettino.
Yeah, same. I'm starting to see it starting to come together, and I think that with another window where he's able to weed out the guys that are dead, that are clearly dead,
and he should probably get I mean, we don't know. I don't know anyway. Who's got all the say in their signings, but I think he should have majority saying who comes in if they do go back to market.
Yeah, I agree. At this point as well, Nat is had the time to work with his players and know what he needs. Yeah. I think so as well, for sure. Sterling is stunk, innit?
Yeah, stinking up the gaff.
Yeah, I've been
you know what people are saying? They're saying because he used to play so much when he was younger and whatnot that he's burnt out now. Like even the way he runs everything. That's what all the online football coaches are saying, innit?
Yeah. And so it's not the inflated contract curse.
But wasn't he getting at City there?
Yeah, he was. I swear he's been earning peas.
He's only 20. He's only 29 though, Strives. Like, how can you be burnt out at 29?
Yeah, so that's what they're saying. So there's like, you know, like for instance, like you might hear like everyone says Bukayo Saka is overplayed, and they're like they might use Raheem Sterling as this is an example of what may happen if he's overplayed, he's burnt out. Like he's just unable to physically replicate or do what he was doing in his prime. Like by every stretch of the imagination, you'd expect that Raheem Sterling should still be at least quite close to his prime. He's young enough, and he's shown it in glimpses this season as well. But I don't know. I'm not saying that I stamp my flag at that take. I think there might be some legs in it. I don't know. Maybe Saka's just
got the right boots, man. Saka's wearing those New Balance boots, bro. I'm not sure. Like,
where are we going with it?
Who's the one? Saka or Sterling?
Saka's wearing those New Balance boots, bro. Is he cool in there? Is he smooth?
What happened to Saka? How did Saka get this conversation?
Yeah, I'm so
Nah.
confused.
Yeah. Oh, maybe because I said obviously they're saying Saka's been allegedly
Overplayed.
overplayed.
Yeah, so burning out.
That's probably why he landed at Saka. But obviously, he's a hater, bro.
Yeah, so
Man.
Chelsea.
But Sterling, I don't know, man. I don't think Sterling is done out here though. But
Nah, I don't think so.
No, he's not. He's not. He's just. He's one. He seems like he's like another case of a player that's not hasn't got enough motivation to play for the team as that, and whatever it requires for him to be motivated again, then yeah, he needs to go find that. But yeah, Chelsea have cleaned up for real. To be fair, so their last trophy was the Champions League. That was in 2021.
Yeah.
In that same year, they won the UEFA Super Cup and the FIFA Club World Cup. The year before that, 2 years before that, they won Europa League.
So what was that? 2019, yeah.
Yeah, 2019 they won the Europa League, and then
that's against us, isn't it?
Oh yeah, shit, yeah. He was in the final. Raw.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And I got us to a final still. That's kind of part of their hate because like you got us all the way there.
Oh god, that was
and the football was kind of boring.
That's my guy, bro. That's added to my argument, bro. John needs to put some respect on his name, bro.
No, and that was his thing. Like that was his trophy. I was so certain that we was winning that. Chelsea didn't even need to win it. They'd already qualified for the Champions
Like you say,
League.
put some respect on Unai. He went to the final and lost 4-1. Who does that?
That's exactly. That's where I was going with it. Like, he disgraced us. Remember when I got the Belmont man there? Like I used that as the Belmont link up, bro. The man then came and just watched the despair on my face.
I actually forgot.
I think that's what probably made me hate him. I was like, "Fuck this guy, man."
That's the reason for real. Oh, right. Because to be fair, that's partly why a lot of Man United fans were annoyed at Oli, bro, because he kept on getting us to finals and losing, bro.
Yeah. It's a shame. But I was going to say, in terms of Man City, do we need to give them a bit of credit? Because obviously they played in the Champions League against Real Madrid, and then obviously that went all the way to penalties. So they're probably shattered because Pep was moaning that they had their game on a Saturday rather than a Sunday. So did he have a valid point, or was it just...
Bruv. Not with his squad, bruv.
No, it is a valid point, obviously, but he can't. It's not big. It shouldn't be him that's running.
He shouldn't be the messenger.
Yeah, he shouldn't be the messenger. But what's interesting is that I think I know this isn't about Man City, but I think I heard for the Atlanta-Liverpool game.
Yeah,
Atlanta's game. They rescheduled their game ahead of the Liverpool game to just give their Atlanta more days off,
more recovery.
More recovery. And I think European clubs do that for their teams, whereas it's only the Prem, maybe obviously because of the TV rights and whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
They're very regimental in terms of when everybody has to play. So it's no surprise that sometimes in Europe, every English team came out this was it last week, where all these other European teams. First,
Bar Villa.
Yeah, Bar Villa. But yeah, your European teams, they have their winter break. I know the England have theirs, but it's not as long as the European countries. And in some cases, the leagues obviously help their teams out. So no surprise that they probably go a bit further than the English teams because they're just fatigued.
Yeah, I suppose there is like Della's saying. Yeah, I don't think, I think there is a point there that, players, I mean, a lot of football being played and whatnot. Yeah. There is some credence there, but I'm not one of the people that, I don't like hearing it. Like, I think I haven't, like Saliba came out. I think he was asked or something. I don't really like hearing it, man.
But if they get asked a question, what should they say? I don't want to answer.
I think so. In Pep's scenario case, like, man, I think United only playing one game. Oh well, they got the FA Cup and then they've got a game midweek. I feel like City could have probably been moved to Sunday. Like there was space in the scheduling to allow City to play on Sunday. I got that point in my opinion.
Yeah, that's the only point
overall though. I'm just thinking like you hear like players in the former generations talk about like being up for playing every 3 days. Like they were galvanized by that. Like if they had too much
the football was different,
sometimes
bro.
it was,
the football was different, bro.
Yeah, but bro, like there's technological advances nowadays. You know what I mean?
Okay, you see them ballers back then, yeah. Do you think they are half the athletes some of these guys are today?
Yes.
These guys that's going to the pub to play football. They go to the pub and have a drink before a game.
But they're the ones that weren't complaining about the 3 days.
They didn't play as many games as they do right now.
Not as
Yeah, that's
many,
true.
but
You know what I'm saying?
if-
And plus drives, no one's factoring the amount of travel that everyone has to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Imagine having to catch a flight every other like 3 days.
yeah, it must
Then
be
rest,
mad
then
tough.
sleep,
Like,
then get, it's
it must be okay. It must be mad tough. Like having to catch a flight, sitting in business class in your own booth where you got
Hello?
beds in
but
there.
it's not even that. But
Like, I hear what you're trying to say. I see what you're trying to say.
going to the airport, fed up,
Yeah,
the men
it's
have
long.
to wait or to go through
It's long.
security. Still have to travel, sit there.
Bruv,
Oh.
For me, I've got disdain for it because I'm just like, bro, like, what, you got to train, then you can do whatever you do in your spare time. Like Haaland decides to just go into his high, I don't even know, some chamber. So he's freaking recovery chamber and gets himself up to speed. Whatever he does. Cristiano Ronaldo. Everyone's got choices. Like you got lifestyle choices. You just got what? You got to train a couple of times a week.
Yeah, but then Strives, my thing would be like you're saying, like, oh, Saka's like maybe feeling a burnout, or this player's feeling a burnout. Bro, they're only like humans, isn't it? Like
Exactly.
they're playing like
but you got to remember, if you remember like my takes from last season, me and Del Estrada used to have some like heated conversations. I won't call them arguments. Maybe there were arguments where I weren't buying the rhetoric for Saka's burnt out. I'm just like, what do you mean you're burnt out, bro? If you want to be the best, bro, play your football, bro.
Well,
That's
you can be physically burnt out and mentally burnt out as well. There's a lot. You play football like every 3 days. You're training every day. You're traveling all these other days. It's a lot of like mileage to your body, and that's what I'm saying. It's not a thing of like, oh, because they're footballers, they get paid. At the end of the day, they're just human beings.
They're still humans. No, and don't get me wrong. I do have the empathy for them in that regard, but I don't know that I'm that big on them complaining about it in the public. Like, what are you crying about? Like, Saliba came out the other day and was talking about it. Saying, I think it was asked. I don't know if it was asked. That's why he said it, but. When I read a quote where he was like, yeah, we're a bit tired, I was like, bro, shut your mouth, man. Where's our PR specialist, bro, about you're tired? We've got a Premier League to win. I don't want to hear you're tired, bro. Tell me when you got your trophy that you were tired.
No, but in that response, it was like, cool, I'm tired, but we're still good. That's all you can say, right? If someone asks you the question, I want to say, no, I'm not tired.
That's what I mean. I don't know the context. I don't know if he was asked. That's what, because I just thought he was volunteering that info.
Of course he was asked.
Well, I hope so, bro, because I don't like that stuff. Like, obviously, I've got Jesus telling me that he doesn't like scoring goals. I've got Mikel Arteta telling me I might have to wait 6 or 7 years for another Champions League run like that. And then I don't want Saliba coming out telling me he's tired, bro. Like, I just want my guys to win. I want my guys to win, man.
I thought this was the Man City segment, but standing to the Arsenal
obviously,
but
it was Man City because you started talking about Pep. You're a hater, bro. Just because you support that dead Manchester United, bro. Look at your face, bro. Man, you left your house to go to Box Park. Bro, you left your house to go to Box Park. You should actually be apologizing to
that was an impressive, Dre, as well. When I heard you again Box Park, I was like, really?
Yeah.
For commentary.
Commentary, bro.
Bro, I just wanted to get out of the house, bro. I just wanted to watch football in peace.
No, I feel you.
Sometimes it's necessary, but
some peaceful atmosphere that would have been.
Bro, it was bad. But yeah, other than that, obviously, City came away victors. How did we think they did against Real Madrid? Just quickly.
It was a good game. I didn't watch it because I watched it in the Arsenal game, but from the post-match commentary or whatever, everything after, it seemed like they were better in all departments. But apart from scoring that,
they were, man.
Goal.
Who was better in all departments? Man City.
Man City. Yeah, KDB was doing his thing.
Yeah, but you see, Ancelotti. And I think Simon Jordan said it. Real Madrid are good, but it's not as if they're not playing like amazing football or anything. They just do what they need to do to just get over the line, and that's in
an excellent way. They're very surgical in the sense that they don't like with Man City probe in it. Like, and I'll be honest, like the Man City style. I don't enjoy watching Man City, but because it's like they I genuinely don't enjoy watching them football because they have possession for pretty much the whole 90 minutes. They're obviously looking for chances, probing away. But a team like Real Madrid, like they're very, very they're incisive when they attack. Like it's attack with it's purposeful.
They're counter-attacking.
It's very, very counter-attacking, but at the same time, there's a level of control at the same time. But they're like against Man City. Like I was watching the game innit. They're happy to concede possessions in the right area, basically. So So yeah, people. I've heard that as well. Like Man City dominated the game. They dominated the game in possession, but Man City didn't. Real Madrid didn't look like they were threatened. Like
no, I know what you mean. They had it under control. They did.
Yeah, that was my take on it. Anyway,
how come nobody spoke about Foden's performance in that game? Because I noticed
because he clotted that goal in the first leg, innit?
Yeah,
I wish Xhaka gets that grace. But anyway, what I will say though, I think Jude Bellingham alluded to something that I think is quite like relevant in this conversation we're having here. Yeah, like I think he was interviewed after the game, and I think Carlos Ancelotti just basically said, "Get out there and excite me." You know what I mean? Like, what do you want from us, Gaffer? You know, yeah. So they have they have their strategy, they have their tactics in place, but then it gets to a particular part of the pitch. I feel like maybe Ancelotti is the kind of gaffer that will say, all right, I'm going to get you up to the final third. In the final third, we signed you for your quality. Show us why we signed you. Yeah.
No, but that's what Pep said. Pep said, listen, I can get you there, but I can't get you over the finishing line. That's the same.
Yeah, Pep's a liar.
He's absolutely a liar, bruv.
And the reason why I think
he said Grealish, bruv, and you know he's lying.
Yeah. I think he's a liar, Della. Why I think he's a liar? Because Arteta and Pep are very similar, and it's no shock that them two were managing together for however many years, with Arteta being his understudy. Like they play like their football's based on patterns of play, isn't it? It's like imagine like rehearsing scenarios in various sides of the pitch, like over and over and over again, whereby it now just becomes like law of averages when you're playing football. It's like I do sales, for instance, so I'll have like a script technique. I'll even have a turning cycle to turn your negs. So I anticipate what your negs are going to be, and I know what I'm going to say in advance to turn them, to get to move you from A to B, and then from B to C, always be closing, right? And literally, I'm just using the same techers, and then if I keep using that same techers and I don't deviate from that strategy, I should get a certain amount of sales per day. It's a law of averages. So let's say I'm talking to 50 people and I'm using that same script for 50 times. I should get 4 or 5 sales out of that, keeping it exactly the same. I feel like Man City and Arsenal, they approach football in the same way. So you keep using those patterns of play, and then when you eventually get your 4 or 5 goals if you keep doing it, because you've got the quality, and the other guys might be tired out. Whereas in comparison to Real Madrid, whereby let's say where Marley Marl says he enjoys watching Real Madrid over Man City, there's that element of unpredictability about them. Like, okay, what's going to happen here? Like, you know what I mean? And I think that might be where, in my opinion, I think that might be the differences.
Yeah, it's a valid point. Joga Benito won, bruv, in that game, bruv. And that Joga Benito will be with Real Madrid, by the way.
So if we look at Man City's next game, they're playing Brighton away. What do we think?
Is that Brighton can do something, man?
Midweek, right?
Yeah,
but Brighton's
I think
Brighton suck right now. Let's be honest. Why do
you say that?
But they suck, bruv. They've been sucky for a while, bruv. Pause.
But isn't that because of their European schedule as well?
Yeah, they're at Europe now, so they've got more. They should have more time.
Irrespective of why they've been sucking, bruv. They've sucked in it. Like so, it's going to be a tough game for them against Man City. And Man City, they're now out of Europe and recognise that they've only got the FA Cup and the Premier League to play for. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Brighton.
For sure. And then obviously before we move on to the next game, it's going to be Arsenal-Chelsea, innit? So
Brighton are only 6 points better than Man United, bro.
What? And Man United suck. What's going on it?
I know, but what I'm just saying is like the way you outline them being where they are. I think
it was a bit nasty, isn't it?
Yeah,
he just dismissing Brighton, but
they've been in Europe with a very small team. So the reason why I'm saying it may be a different opposition for City is because they are not in Europe. They're not in the FA Cup, so they've had they've had a lot of time on the training ground to recover. So it should be a fairly even game. I think obviously City will still be. They've had a few games to play in it. They've had an FA Cup.
A bit tired.
So Brighton's last game 1-1 against Burnley, lost 3-0 to Arsenal at home. 0-0 to Brentford.
Score
away.
doesn't tell the story there, though. I think Brighton were quite decent against us, and they stopped us playing at large for a while.
But it still got clattered 3-0. To your point of repetition and doing the right same patterns, bruv.
Yeah.
And they're playing against baby Man City, Arsenal. Now they're going to be playing against Real Man City.
Right, let's keep it respectful, please.
they're getting clattered, bruv. I'll be honest. Not clattered, but I'll be surprised if they come away with a win on that game or a draw.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree.
I just find it funny that you give Brighton no chance, but you gave Manchester United a chance against City in the FA Cup final.
Did I say that? That's it. A fleeting chance. He
said as a fan. As a
fan,
every fan wants to believe in miracles, bruv. We all believe in miracles, bruv. If there's a God out there, then hopefully he's listening.
Yeah, bruv. Probability says we're going to get clapped up, bruv. And probability is more
bruv, what was it last year when I went to that game? They scored in the first, 20 seconds? So.
Oh, yeah. You said you was getting a Cornish pasty, bruv. And then they scored,
yeah.
That's crazy. Every time you go to watch United, they're just having a madness. Is that what's going on?
I think that's just United in general this season, bruv.
So you're saying it could be you. You could be the omen.
I don't know about the omen, bruv. We won the last game when I went to see them, bruv. So... We'll see, innit? We'll see what happens. Anyway, moving on from the FA Cup, we'll move back to the Premier League. Obviously, it was Wolves versus Arsenal. Wolves 0, Arsenal 2. Obviously, goals from Trossard and Odegaard take the Gunners back to the top of the table. Strives again. What did you think of the game overall? Was it just business as usual after midweek?
It was a relief, man.
Relief.
It was a relief. Yeah, man. It was a relief, man. I ain't seen Arsenal score for 2 games, man, and that's unusually long this season. You know what I mean? We so it was just to go away. I was quite worried about going away to Wolves. I've seen Wolves get some results against some of the big six, and I just even with Wolves having all those injuries, I just. You know, like you're just a bit of a wounded animal a little bit. You're just a little bit scared, you know. So there was just a little bit of worry. So yeah, to get that win, it was more relief, man. It's been a bit boring. It was a bit boring. It was a bit boring to watch, man. But again, that's probably where I have that opinion that the way that we play, you know, those patterns of play, we're getting found out somewhat. You know what I mean?
And I was going to say probably being at 1-0, it was probably like nervy because you weren't like wrapping the game up.
Yeah, like no, but we're kind of all over them. We're controlling the game. We're getting little opportunities. Declan Rice was trying to take some shots from outside the box a couple of times. I mean, I recall a Havertz chance early on, but it wasn't like a major chance, you know. Jesus was just like playing wherever he wanted. He had like free roll. Yeah, like and Kiwior looked like he still had a bit of hangover from that last poor game against Bayern. I think the best chance of the first half probably fell to Wolves. I think when Gomez and I think Raya was forced to make a save, and I think it still hit the post or something like that. But yeah, like I think, yeah, it was a comfortable game. Yeah, I'm even stumped for words, bro. Like it just felt like, yeah, like you said, business as usual. I guess I think like when Odegaard's trying to like trap certain, like when we're trying to beat their press or when we're trying to press them when they're trying to play out or what have you, I think teams they're getting their centre backs to move further apart. So it's kind of Odegaard's kind of a bit baffled, like who am I going for? Whereas before, I don't know, like I feel like Bayern, Aston Villa, Wolves, even Brighton, I feel like I don't know what they've done. I can't work it out because I mean I don't work in the analysis of technical football. But they've done something where they found a way to stop us being so like aggressive from stopping them play out, like when we defend from the front, and it's kind of stifled us a little bit, like in my opinion. We don't get goals from our centre forwards, so we get our goals from our wingers, and they
isn't Kai classified as a forward when he's been playing there? He's been scoring.
Sorry, say that again, Della.
I said, isn't Kai classified as a forward? Obviously, when
he's classified as a forward, but would you say that he's like would you call him like a target man? Like, is he like he's like your outlet at times, but is he gonna? I don't know that I would look at Kai on his team sheet, and although like he has been scoring goals, I don't know that I'm thinking, like we're gonna look to be feeding Havertz the ball so he can get us the goals. Like, I'm in my mind, I'm typically used to it coming from our wings, innit, our sides, and for some reason our wingers are not really getting down the byline. They're going inside a little bit, and I don't know, man. It's been a weird one the last couple of games, but obviously to get that win, I feel like that was a relief, and I feel like that might also reset us, man, give us a little bit of belief in ourselves. And obviously we've got Chelsea on Tuesday. So we got Chelsea. That's tomorrow, obviously. So we got Chelsea Tuesday. You guys will be, if you guys listen to it when the episode drops, that's tonight. And that's going to be a good game, bro, I think. It's back at the carpet. Chelsea just had a grueling game against City. They're going to be up for it. I'm hearing reports that Cole Palmer is sick. I don't know, it's some illness. He's Pepto-Bismol down his throat, pause, whatever he needs to do, because he needs to rise up, pause again, and become that star boy.
Yeah. 2 for 2, bruv.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
I was gonna say
that star boy.
I was gonna say, mentally for Arsenal's season, did they need to beat Wolves? Otherwise, it could have looked like doom and gloom. Or would you have just continued?
We've needed to beat teams all season. What we have to understand is what's going on is unnatural, bro. You can't go literally. We only lost one game in the Prem since the turn of the year. That's the Aston Villa, right. And we've won every other game, and we drew with City, bro. If this was a normal league, bro, we should be like 6-7 points clear. Like, no one is losing that's in the title race. Yeah. So this is wild. That might even so I think when De La Strada made the point of the scheduling, that is a viable or plausible explanation as to why we went out of Europe. All of us, like Liverpool, Arsenal, City, but it could also be this bloody taxing title race, bro. Like, you can be performing to the top of your ability, and you ain't. The most that you're doing is you're separated by some goal difference, bro. Like, it's mad.
Crazy.
You get what I mean? So, like, to answer your question, we've had to show that we had the mentality all season, bro. And this was just another one. Like, I feel like this game was going to show us everything we needed to know about Arsenal and how much we progressed from last season, because we've just crashed out of the Champions League, 1-0 loss to Bayern Munich at the Allianz. And as much as people will like to diminish Bayern Munich, saying that this is the worst Bayern Munich they've seen, blah 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 blah. I know, the football game isn't just about statistics, but the statistics do kind of contradict that somewhat, Yeah. If you compare Bayern statistics this season to last season, they're just coming up against a very good Bayer Leverkusen. So, yeah, obviously losing to that Bayern Munich 1-0, and then obviously before that losing to Villa 2-0, and then obviously drawing with Bayern. Like, we had all the ingredients to crumble. Yeah. You've seen it happen in April for the last few seasons. So yeah, like, that game was going to show us everything we needed to know about the Gunners, and I feel like we answered them, man.
What was interesting about that as well, actually, I was thinking about it, because even on my road, my neighbour's actually Arsenal fan.
Okay,
like, he was he was disappointed, obviously, with the Bayern result and everything. And then I read an article which was quite interesting, saying how obviously Pep at Man City is taking him how many goes at it to win it with just City. But then it also went on to say, I don't think but he won it at Bayern. Remember, Pep was at Bayern and he couldn't win a Champions League there, and he had one of the best teams as well. So it goes to show, bro, like in terms of you need like repetition. You need to keep going in these competitions. It's not just like a foregone conclusion.
Well.
Do you know what I mean? And I feel like with Arsenal now, I think you're getting to a point where you almost getting to a point where you almost got the team. I think you're like a couple of players maybe short, like especially up top, maybe one player for sure. And then once you've got the players, I think it's just the experience.
Yeah. I don't dispute that. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, it's that football heritage. But Munich, they've got it. They've got class play. They've got world-class players, football heritage, and we've got a young team with a manager who has never had a Champions League campaign as a manager. And as much as it would have been a fairy tale story for us to go all the way and win it, and I feel like we had every chance to win the tie against Bayern Munich. There's no shame in losing it, man, in my opinion. And I don't know if you, man, caught the El Clasico. Yeah, we saw the penalty that was given there. It just infuriated me. I'm just like, irrespective of how I felt about Saka.
You think the same?
I think, yeah. I think so.
Movements, isn't it?
Very similar.
It's the same movement. Someone coming to your path, you try to avoid it, and it takes you. As I said, I still stand with what I said earlier. At that time, I don't think Saka dived. I think people were harsh to say he should have stayed on his feet, because I think he did try to stay on his feet. There was not.
No, I don't think he should have scored. Like,
I don't think he died, but at the same, I don't think it was. I don't know. I don't think that was a penny. But I don't know. Huh?
So what was it? If he didn't dive, then what he wasn't.
I think you have to give that as a penalty.
I don't know because I don't know. I was looking at obviously Noah didn't. But Noah legit stood his ground, bruv. Like,
yeah, but his feet was out.
He moves towards him though.
Noah moves to avoid it. In order to avoid it, he tries to jump out the way, and obviously people just. It's weird. It's like we play football, and I think people don't understand the movement of your body. You can't just. How do you literally? If you're running like. I can't do the movement. No, but if you're running a certain way, you have to try to jump out of it. And if you're running with your leg has to come up. You can't just jump in a straight line. It's weird. But he stretched his leg out though, innit? Like, I don't think he did. It's like you're jumping.
He did.
But if you do it, it's like
he's running too fast though. What you're forgetting is that it's not like he had that much time, Jeezy. Because remember when Partey played the pass, he hesitates because he probably thinks Havertz is going. It's on for him, so he sprints towards the ball, gets the touch. Obviously, in that split second, I'm expecting maybe too much from him. I'm saying, yo, like take it then. But he takes that touch to maybe try and go around him. Neuer obviously has come out, makes himself large. He's actually stretched out a little bit as well. But Saka's trailing leg is like when you watch it in slow motion, it looks like he's played for that penalty, but when you watch it in normal time, you look at the character of a player, and you look at the context that leads to that chance. I think you've got to give the penalty, bro. I think it's nuanced because obviously we were comparing it to the Vasquez penalty, and I think the difference is one, obviously Saka was against a goalkeeper who has every right to be where he is. And Vasquez is against the defenders, turned his back and is doing Shawn Michaels, bruv. He's doing Shawn Michaels extended legs, bruv. I don't know. I think they look similar, but I think there's slight nuance whereby I can understand why Vasquez was given and why Saka wasn't.
Yeah, because the Vasquez one, I think the defender's leg is a bit more outstretched. So it's clear to see. But with the Saka one, and let's put things into context. If I've now gone around the keeper, why would I dive? You know what I'm saying? That's the question people need to ask. It's like he hasn't gone around the defender and he still has a goalkeeper and another player to beat. It's technically sort of like an open goal. If all I now have to do is shoot, why would I dive? You know what I'm saying?
That's critique, bro. People call him stupid, bro, for diving, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think he dived. Like we've seen Saka in those positions many times whereby
he dived, bro.
The only one thing I would say with Saka
was the sure thing, bro.
Is that he's right?
And even the penalty, a penalty's not a sure thing, bro. What's more of a sure thing? Me striking a ball when there isn't a goalkeeper, or me striking a ball when there's a goalkeeper in front of me?
An
empty goal is more of a sure thing, right?
But was the goal empty? I'm pretty sure there's defenders.
When I say empty, but obviously there are probably people there he still has to beat, but these people they can't use their hands.
But that's what I'm saying. The penalty is obviously more of a sure thing. It's why he wanted the penalty as opposed to it. But it's more of a sure thing than having to shoot past a couple of defenders.
His right leg was high, bro. That's what I'm saying.
No, because he has to jump.
Yeah,
your legs are high when you have to jump.
I know this is an argument.
I'm not alley-ooping you guys to be abusing Saka. What I was basically trying to
Saka's
say
my
Oops. Yeah.
Shouted that way.
Technical difficulties there. But yeah, what I was trying to say basically was there's very, very slim margins between in us losing that tie to Bayern Munich, and had that moment gone in our favor, we could be talking about a completely different scenario here. And while it would be like a fairy tale story for us to have obviously got to the semis and maybe get into the finals, it does pay to recognize that yes, this is still Mikel Arteta's first Champions League season with Arsenal. We are a very, very young team. We don't have any like out and out recognized world-class players in there. So yeah, man, give the boy some grace, man. And there was a lot on the lines to just show that we can bounce back against Wolves, and we did it, man. And obviously now we're top of the league, sitting pretty, man. Waiting for Man City to see what they've got. Yeah,
so you got Chelsea tomorrow, and then you got Tottenham after that. So the games are coming thick and fast.
The London teams are trying to obviously stop us from parading in their city, but no, I don't think they can. I don't think they can stop us, man.
I think there will be interesting games for sure. And then quickly, obviously, Liverpool trying to keep pace with you lot. They beat Fulham 3-1.
Yeah.
Obviously, they tumbled out of Europa as well.
Yeah.
But I think everyone kind of knew they weren't going to really make up that deficit. It was a bit too big for anyone really playing away from home.
Atalanta's home record isn't terrible. They don't concede that many at home from memory. I know they conceded twice a couple of times, but more time if they do concede, it's by one goal or whatnot. And they're an Italian team who, by character, they're probably going to be defensive. So yeah, expecting Liverpool to go there and score 3 goals was a big ask. So yeah, man, it was a howler from them. Crashing out to Atalanta in the quarterfinals in Klopp's farewell tour season. Yeah, that's nasty work, man. I don't know where Joey Nomadic is, but I think he's somewhere licking his wound somewhere. Well, it's even remote, but there's no reason why he's not here. But I think that loss hit him hard, man.
Yeah, he's probably celebrating Liverpool's win in Barcelona somewhere or something like that.
Liverpool's win over Fulham, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say Jota scored for them as well, so I know Joey will probably be loving that as well.
Yeah, he did. He made a point of saying that Jota's their goal scorer, which is true. Trent made a decent return back with his Predator boots.
For sure.
Rick.
Yeah, solid free kick, isn't it? As Joey's not here, let me just go on record now. Just to say I've done it once, I'm not going to do it again. Jota is way better than Rashford, and that's the only time I'm going to say this. But yeah, it's on wax now, so I don't have to say it again. Hold tight.
So much better, bro. So much better. It's actually embarrassing. There's actually there's such a class, a difference in class, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think the problem is obviously someone's done an experiment on Rashford and they've stolen his intelligence, bro, or his brain or something, bro, and they're carrying it around in a jar right now because it's not on the pitch. That's good to see.
I know it was good. It was a good reply by Liverpool though. They done what they were meant to do. They responded.
They were bloody hot by Iwobi though. That misplaced pass was shocking.
Yeah. What happened to him there? But yeah, 3-1 win, matching the goal difference that we tried to extend it by, and it's just over to City. I think Liverpool will. I think Liverpool will like the position that they find themselves in with Arsenal to play Chelsea and Spurs. And then obviously we got Man City against Brighton, and we're all going to be watching to see if maybe they can drop some points there. But yeah, man, Yeah, that was a good response by Liverpool. That would definitely would have calmed the nerves of the fans. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I still don't feel like settled by Liverpool. Like I still don't believe them. I know that they're going to drop points again. Like, and I'm very certain they're going to be finishing third this season.
But the thing is, the crazy thing is, I think I was talking to someone else about this, is that if Liverpool win the Premier League this season, they've actually won the league playing kind of rubbish football compared to an Arsenal that's kind of blown
when you
teams
say
away.
football, what do you mean?
Yeah,
Like, it hasn't been, I think like Joey said it before, like it hasn't been great from the beginning. Even in how they had set themselves out, it's just been a bit erratic this year. Like like players not hitting form, Klopp not really getting it right. I don't know. Like compared to an Arsenal, that's what I think, for like a Liverpool to be up there right now, I got to give kudos to Klopp, because I don't know what the F he's doing.
I don't think their football's been horrible though. I don't think their football's been horrible. I mean, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to understand where you may be coming from. And if Joey said that, I think Joey's a fraud anyway. But I don't think Liverpool's played rubbish football, to be honest. Like, I mean, they've still got one of the best attacks in the Prem. When we talk about that unpredictability that let's say excites a Marley Marl, I think you get that from a Liverpool side. I think it's just maybe defensively their woes might be where their fans are stressed, and obviously freaking Darwin Núñez, bro. Like,
that's true.
You couldn't freaking. I was trying to come up with a simile or a metaphor, but it didn't come to my mind quick enough. But Darwin Núñez is pants, man.
Yeah, because I was going to say Liverpool, who have they got next? Is it Everton? Is that right? Yeah, Everton. So I don't know. That's going to be, obviously it's supposed to be like a Merseyside kind of derby, innit?
Everton don't think they do on those games, but they may be high in confidence after the game against Nottingham. So let's see.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Yeah, Joey, unfortunately, you're not here, man. So we're just going to breeze over that game. You're near the top. You're not top at the moment. Arsenal's still top.
Yeah,
so.
In honor of Joey, he would have been a legend at their joint top with Arsenal.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll throw that in there for him.
But before we go, quickly just go through everyone with their back pages. So Della, quickly.
I will give mine to Ollie Watkins. I know we've been having some discussions about what level he can go to, but this weekend I think he played very well as a striker. He didn't get any goals, but does see his movement to create the first goal, and then he's 2 assists. So yeah, I'll give it to him.
Strives.
Yeah, I'm giving my back pages to Ashley Young. I think he I think he had an impeccable performance for all the wrong reasons, but I like the way that he stood. I like the way that he stood on it. I like his response. I don't know. Like, I'm a troll by nature, so when I see someone trolling in impeccable fashion and coming out with a W, I think it's back page worthy. So yeah, big you out, Ashley Young.
Molly Moore.
I'm gonna give it to Ryan Garcia. I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah, you know what you are, bro.
I'm allowed, bruv. Hold tight, Ryan Garcia, for fooling the world, including myself, bruv. 5-1 odds, bruv. Oh, hey, hold tight, crazy. You my dog.
Please. What did he make you some bread?
Nah, I wish, bruv. I saw 5-1. I was like, bruv, this.
Jeez.
I like Ryan Garcia, innit? Like, I like him, bruv. Yeah, bruv. And Haney, bruv. Like, I've always been.
I noticed a lot of people like that with him. I like Haney. Haney. I was quite upset by that.
Yeah,
and the way everyone's dumping on him, I was definitely upset. But see, Ryan Garcia, he fucked him up, bro.
That's my guy, bro.
I need to watch that fight,
bro.
Yeah, you need to watch it. It's a good fight, man.
I hope he has a really successful career after this, bruv. Whatever he does, bruv, he needs to go into acting or something, bruv, because he's got the chops, bruv. He's got the minerals.
He either dupes everyone, or I feel like there might be an element of some fortune there, because he says that he was drinking and smoking. Like, he said that part there wasn't. He's saying
He
that
was
part
drinking
there
and
weren't the
smoking for a
life.
fight.
He's a
Yeah,
liar, bro.
he said, like his discipline was all over the place. And there were times, like if you watch the fight, so not to go in too much into it, where he was making the same mistakes as he did against Tank. And sometimes, and he kept on just throwing that same hook, and Devin just looked like he just couldn't do anything about it. It's like the hooks was coming. It's like he's not trying to avoid it, he's not ducking it, he's not countering it. There was a time when he threw the left hook 3 times in a row, and then one of them dropped him. I said, "No, this guy is getting fucked."
He's getting rocks. He's getting rocks, bro. Whole time Garcia, man. My dog.
But footballer wise, Molimo.
Oh, I have to give. Oh, Eze then. So I have to give one. Yeah. Eze for Palace, bro. Hold tight, you. What are we saying for season tickets next season, Dre? What are we saying? We're back in here.
You might have to, man, if United continue like this. But nah. We'll see in it.
Palace are balling out right now still, so it'll be worthwhile, but it'll be good investment.
I think they need to give their manager a bit of time as well. I think he just needs a bit of time, man.
Well, he's doing it with the same dead ingredients that freaking Hodgson.
Yeah, for sure.
After a window, bruv. Let him get some of these German kids in, bruv. The next Wirtz, bruv. And see Palace start balling out.
I'm gonna give it to, I don't even know, man. When I was thinking about this, I was like, no one's really stood out for me, if I'm honest. I was actually gonna give it to Coventry, just in general. Like, because I think the manager, like, I felt sorry for him, I felt sorry for their players.
Are you saying he was just gonna give it to Coventry? Yeah, you don't want to throw Pools in there.
Nah.
Oh, you can't say
I'm joking.
Portion of UK, bro.
Yeah, but no, I still give it to Coventry as well. Just overall, played as a team, brought it back, had the spirit of like Wembley in them. Just showed everyone, and it's whatever you put your mind to. Doesn't matter where you're playing. Yeah.
They lost and they missed bare penalties in that penalty shootout, man.
Nah, you got to give them their respect, man. They did well, man. United were dead. Like, they should have really won it. Come on, let's just be real.
Fair enough.
Anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, thanks for tuning into this episode. We'll be back same time, same place next week. Peace.
Peace out, man.